Namaste. Welcome you all for the fifth session of 10-day yoga workshop. Today we are going to discuss about the implementation of the principle of the fifth yama, social restraint, namely brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means one who always walks in the path of attaining Brahma or self knowledge. But however, it is a code of conduct for most of us how to live with restraint, how to live a balanced, moderate, stable life. As such, in the postures, we are going to look at some of the postures for improving and maintaining balance and stability of our body. So first we shall begin with, as usual, some basic postures. Lie on your back, fold both the legs, stretch both arms up, heels closer to the hips, and feet about 6 inches apart. Neck at the center, chin towards the chest, press the feet, tighten the back of both the thighs. Watch your breathing. Inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. Exhale, it should contract. Chest as stable as possible. Press the feet, tighten the back of both the thighs. Flatten the sacrum, that is the segment of the spine just below the lower back onto the mat. Now rise your right leg up, pull the kneecap, stretch the heel, stretch the toes, feel the stretch in the calf muscle and the hamstrings. Down. Change. Left leg up. Pull the kneecap, stretch the toes. Don't forget to activate the right leg. You have to press the right feet, tighten the back of the right thigh. Watch your breathing. Down. One more time. Right leg up. Pull the kneecaps, stretch the toes. Feel the muscles around the hips and the lower back. Down. Left leg again. Breathe consciously. Feel the stretch. Down. Next one. Right leg up. Fold. Hold the knee. Press the knee closer to the chest. Stretch the toes. Tighten the back of both the thighs. This is a good movement for the gluteal minimus and medius muscles uh, that are around the hips. Release. Right leg. Change. Left leg up. Fold. Hold the knee. Press the knee closer to the chest. Breathe abdominally, release. Left leg, one more time, right leg up, fold. Hold the knee, press the knee closer to the chest. This is also very good to tone the muscles of your lower back. Release. Right leg, change. Left leg, fold. Hold the knee, press the knee closer to the chest. Flatten the sacrum onto the mat. Release. Left leg. Next one, right leg up. Fold from left hand, hold the ankle joint, pull it. From right hand, push the knee across the chest. This is a good stretch for the gluteal maximus muscle. These are now the major muscles around the hip. Release. Right leg, chain. Left leg up. Fold. Hold the ankle joint, pull it. Press the knee across the chest. Stretch the toes up on your left feet. Tighten the back of both the thighs. Now release left leg. One more time. Right leg up. Fold. Hold the ankle joint. Pull it. Press the knee across the chest. Watch your breathing. Down. Chain. Left. Fold. Hold the ankle joint. Pull it. Press the knee across the chest. Watch your breathing. So these set of postures, they warm up the core muscles around the lumbar pelvic hip complex. So it's very essential in injury prevention. Release left leg. Now slowly get up from the right side. Sit upright. Patanjali says that practice of brahmacharya, moderation, is very, very important. But how do we implement this? That is the key aspect. So we will just take a look at as to what are the dimensions of this brahmacharya. No, it is especially for the youth. It is very, very, very important because that youth is like you know a milk kept on the burning stove. If you are a little careless, everything, all the energy will simply spill out because of highly unregulated lifestyles. Therefore, this affirmation is very, very important. I know that brahmacharya, which means non excesses or energy regulation, is important, and I should adhere to the practice of brahmacharya. This is something that we should be very, very, very firm. Otherwise, the youth energy can easily be dissipated and we will not be able to achieve what But today, yes, balancing postures, simple ones. For that, you just have to stand up. Well, you should know that simple standing in Tadasana is itself audience, whatever. This is a learned posture. This itself is a balancing posture. Stand upright, pull the kneecap, squeeze the buttocks, roll the thighs in, chest and navel up, stretch both arms by the sides of the trunk, open the shoulders, look forward. Now watch the pressure variation at the base of the feet. You will see that although you are standing still, there is some pressure variation at the base of the feet. The so-called center of mass keeps moving. There is continuous adjustments at the muscles and ligaments and joints of the feet, at the ankle joint, knee joint, all the way, the hip and the back. You will see there are some small movements, and especially on the feet, base of the feet, you can really pick up how the pressure varies. It keeps moving. The pressure on both the feet is not constant. So even standing up like this has a lot of importance. Tadasana is a very, very great posture, but you must be watchful. Keep watching the pressure variation at the base of the feet. Now we will do one more small variation. In Tadasana, keep watching the base of the feet, the ankle and the knee, and now close your eyes. When you close your eyes, what you will see is that the uh, oscillations, oscillation of the body increases. The feet becomes more active. So also the ankle and the knee, the adjustments there becomes more faster. That is because visual input is missing. In fact, in balancing, there are three basic mechanisms. One is, of course, the visual input. If the visual input is there, then balancing becomes easier. Then the inner ear mechanism, vestibular mechanism, that also plays a lot of importance. Then the somatosensory um, connection, that is the connection between the brain and the muscles. So that should also be in order. Well, slowly open your eyes. So what we will do is we will try uh, some more balancing postures, especially by reducing one of the supports. Obviously, we are standing on 2 feet. If one of the support is um, taken out, then the balancing mechanism gets all the more triggered. So we will do everything with eyes open because initially that is good enough. And now the first one is stand upright. Now just rise your right foot a couple of inches up. Balance on your left leg. Now watch the variation, how the feet, ankle, knee, they all adjust. The rate of adjustments increase. This is also good for the seniors, elders. One of the main concern for in elderly health is their ability to balance, and so this is something useful. Okay, down. And of course, initially, if you find it difficult, do near a wall or something, so that if you are trying losing the balance, you can hold the wall. Stand upright. Now raise your left foot about a couple of inches up. Balance on your right foot. Initially, it may be slightly difficult, but with practice, the whole system gets used to this. So it does need some training. Watch your right ankle, right feet, right knee. Balance on your right leg. The left foot should not touch the mat or the other leg. Okay, done. Now we will just sit down just to um, release the fatigue in the muscles of the legs, especially if you are not used to standing continuously this way can easily fatigue the muscles. So initially it's good to take small breaks in between. We will do our usual twisting posture. Left hand on right knee, right hand fingertips on the floor. Inhale, exhale, turn. Breathe abdominally. Stretch the trunk, twist the trunk, uh, turn the neck also in the direction of the twist. Now slowly come up and then change. Right hand on left knee, left hand fingertips on the floor. Inhale, exhale, turn. Watch your breathing. Inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. Exhale, abdominal cavity should contract. Good. Slowly come up, sit upright. We will look at some variations in this standing single leg balance. Stand upright, stand in Tadasana, chest and navel up. Now we will fold right leg in Padmasana. Simple. Raise your right leg, hold the right ankle, pull from both hands and do the Padmasana. And push the knee down. You can hold the right foot from left hand. You can release the right hand, stand upright. This is also a simple single leg balancing and watch your ankle, how the feet adjust. For your information, we have 206 bones, of which 25% are located in the feet. So it's all minor, very minute bones, minute joints, several ligaments, and they all become active. Now release the right leg, stand upright. So these balancing postures also help the stability of the ankle, knee, because for any joints, three things are important: flexibility, strength, and stability. So stability is also equally important, and these are the postures that will improve the balance and stability. Now change. Left leg up from right hand. Hold the left feet. Pull it up. Hold in Padmasana. Push the left knee down. Balance on your right leg. Initially, you may stand near a wall or window. If you are not confident of the balance, then gradually you can practice. You can start with about 15 seconds and go on till about 30 seconds. Breathe consciously. very good balancing. Posture. Okay, now slowly release left leg, stand upright. We will look at one more uh, variation for single leg balance. Stand upright. Now you just have to fold your right leg up and pull the knee closer to the trunk. Raise your right leg up, hold the knee and pull it up. Stretch the toes up. That is toes of the right feet. Balance on the left leg. Watch your feet, watch your ankle, watch your knee and the hip. They continuously keep adjusting. Release right leg. Stand upright. So this improves that somatosensory signaling mechanism, the connection between the brain and the muscles. Chain, left leg up, hold the knee from both hands, pull it up closer to the trunk. Keep the trunk upright. Watch your right feet, the ankle. So there's a continuous movement. Feel the how the center of mass moves. So actually, at the base of the feet, it keeps moving front to back, side to side. Release left. Now just be seated. We will look at some more about the practice of brahmacharya, which is very, very, very important social restraint to be followed. Brahmacharya means, regulating the energy. Energy otherwise gets dissipated if you do not have control over the organs of senses, then energy just goes away. So we must be moderate, whether it is playing or entertainment. They must be, moderate. And what kind of time we have to reserve for each of these things, we must be mindful. And also, what kind of entertainment, what kind of programs do you watch? It must be life enriching. If it is a program that makes your sense organs more volatile, that you should really desist. Is a very, very important thing, especially in the modern days of internet and all the gadgets that bring anything onto your palm top. We must be careful what we watch. We must learn to not to yield to such things. Then food. We must remember hitabuk, mitabuk, rutubuk. We must eat in whatever is good for us and we must eat in moderation. Mitabuk. Then rutubuk means we must rightfully earn what we eat. It is very important. So all in all, moderation is the key. So promise yourself, I must be moderate. I will not let senses rule me. This is most important because if you yield to the temptations of the senses, then all the energy gets dissipated and all youth will go waste. And of course, this is applicable to everyone. We should be moderate to enjoy good health, good life in general. Okay, so get back and stand up. Stand upright in Tadasana. We will try a couple of more variations in the single leg standing, chest and navel up. Now to fold your right leg, pull it up and keep the right leg parallel to the ground. You can use both hands. Rise your right leg, pull it up from left hand, hold the feet from right hand, hold the um, shin bone and keep the folded right leg parallel to the ground. And essentially, you should watch the base of the left feet, ankle, and knee, especially the feet and the ankle, where maximum adjustments take place to maintain the balance. Release right leg, stand upright. Don't worry if you lose balance a bit. It just takes practice. Initially, you can do it with the support of a ball. I mean, you don't have to lean against the wall, but just near the wall so that if you have the tendency to lose the balance, you can take the support. All right, change. Left leg up. From right hand, hold the feet. From left hand, hold the shin bone. Keep the left leg parallel to the floor. Watch your breathing, slow inhalation, slow exhalation. Watch the right leg. Now release left leg, stand upright. So these are variations which really helps you to uh, improve that ability of balance and stability. Now we will do one more variation, folding the right leg back, taking the right heel to the hip, fold right leg up, hold the ankle joint from right hand, pull the heel as though touching the hip, and push the right knee a little back so that both the thighs are parallel. And now balance. Watch your left leg. Initially, you can do for about 15 seconds and then go on to 30 seconds or even 1 minute. And these balancing postures are very, very, very important for everyone. Release right leg, stand upright. Now chain, fold left, hold the left ankle from left hand, pull it heel to the hip, push the left knee down so that both the thighs are parallel, balance on your right leg. Chest and navel up. Initially, yes, the legs will get into fatigue very soon because of increased activity in them, and with practice, it becomes okay. Now, release left leg, then just to ease the muscles, you may sit on your heels Vajrasana. This is a very good posture to um, decrease the fatigue in the legs. So you can see the stretch in the feet. In Vajrasana, the feet is in plantar flexion, and the balancing actually helps the minute joints and all the ligaments in the feet. It's a very complex structure, feet. It's got amazing adaptability when we walk. It adjusts so very well. So incidentally, this is also good for the health of the feet. So we will look at little more about the practice of the principle of brahmacharya. Be seated in Vajrasana as we go through our next slide about the brahmacharya. Well, this is very, very important, in especially today's world. We yield to a lot of our unnecessary urges, and we have seen a lot of people unable to cope with whatever stress or tension. They yield to a lot of addictive habits. It's a very serious thing, be smoking, boozing, illicit drug. They all actually spoil one's life. Therefore, we must be very, very, very careful. Therefore, you must make two solid affirmations. One, I will not act driven by urges. And most importantly, I must be cautious about addictive habits, because in today's world it is very easy to get into them, but it is not so easy to come out of them. It can ruin one's life. Therefore, be mindful about these things. Okay, now get back, stand upright. We will look at another balancing posture, which is time honored, and in the yogic parlance, the most popular posture called Vrikshasana. We will do that. Now you have to raise your right leg up, press the heel to the root of the left thigh, and press the right feet against the left medial or inner thigh. There we go. Rise it up, press the feet. Well, keep both hands on the waistline, is good enough, and balance on the left leg. Vrikshasana, very, very popular. Um, you can see even in the epics and in the books of history, a lot of great people have done tapas in this Vrikshasana, and that is because in all these balancing postures, and especially in Vrikshasana, the focus of the mind will improve. With practice, you will see that you can focus the mind better. And focusing is very, very important. In fact, practice of brahmacharya also improves the focus of the mind. If the practice of brahmacharya, that is moderation, is not there in life, if we don't lead a life of restraint, it hampers our ability to focus. Right leg down. Now we will do on the left side, left leg up, left heel to the root of the right thigh, and press the left foot against the right inner thigh. Both hand on the waistline, balance on your right leg. That's why we have paired the practice of brahmacharya with this balance and stability. So we should get often reminded about these principles. It is not just one time. We must keep on recollecting all these things so that it makes an impact on our life and we will not go out of the way. Vrikshasana. Watch your feet, ankle, knee, and the hip. Okay. Done. So this can be practiced for, well, with practice you can go to about 5 minutes, but you have to gradually increase the duration. Now, please be seated. We will look at one more dimension of the practice of brahmacharya, and this is another very important thing because today on your palm top, a lot of things are available, a lot of things inviting you to somehow click a particular website or link, and there are dangerous information there, very tempting. If you click, you will fall sick. You must remember that, and never get into pornography and inappropriate sexual behaviors. This is very important. So, especially the youth should take a vow. I must avoid watching pornography and I must avoid inappropriate sexual behaviors. This is most important thing. So, Patanjali also says, what is the benefit of following brahmacharya? He says, brahmacharya pratishtayam virya labha. That means if you follow brahmacharya, you will have enormous energy. Virya means energy. You will remain energetic. It's very obvious. If we yield to our senses, all our energy gets dissipated, our mind cannot be focused, and therefore we become low on energy. But if you follow brahmacharya, yes, you will remain energetic, and also the so-called time management becomes very obvious. Most of us say we have no time, we cannot manage time. There are umpteen number of books on this time management, but if you follow brahmacharya true to its principle, you will have sharp focus and thus you will utilize the time very well, and then you will have lot of time, and time management becomes very obvious, very natural. So that is the principle of practice of brahmacharya. Now sit upright, maybe in vajrasana, because it will help to remove the fatigue. Whenever you do this balance and stability, initially do only some 20-30 seconds, then only you can increase the duration because it involves fatigue of some of these lower limbs muscles, and they also help to improve balance and stability for on and all, and it also promotes better focus. And when we do these things by observing the principles of brahmacharya, I think that makes our personality holistic, and that sampurna swasthya will be ours. Yogena chittasya पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि हरि